Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. I'm a little bit late for today, got a bit busy during the morning. Before you start, I also publish on Rumble and I'm all of these places here, links in the description. So let's get started. We got quite a few things to go today. Regarding AMD, we got more discounts on the CPUs, which is always good. There is no updates that I saw regarding the burning of the CPUs. I assume that basically is under control with the new BIOSes update. So if you didn't, please do so, or if you cannot manage at the moment, at least lock the voltages around 1.25 on the DRAM settings, or disable Expo on the settings on your BIOSes. But yeah, don't forget, if you're going to do the BIOS update, to go to the proper links, the official links, so you don't get any malware, because it's a thing here. Continuing with AMD, I saw this episode from Moore's Law Dead, and they were kind of going around, bouncing around with the 7600 XT, supposedly having a release date. This is a rumor. Supposedly will launch 25th, supposedly in the 15th. There'll be some review units. And then on the day before, MSRP units reviews will be launched, so in the day early. And I think, day late, so 26, I presume, there will be a review for the above MSRP models. The GPU itself, it's going to be a 1080p medium settings, I think, 8 gigabytes, low power consumption, only 32 compute units. I assume it will be the, I don't know, $200 going around there, 250 maybe dollars for this GPU, because it's the low tier 1080p medium. Don't count on ray tracing or anything like that, just the basic stuff, like the lower thing that you can get here. I don't know why, if the rumors are out, they will start with the low end. They are being trickling up to down, so we still have the 7800 and the 7700 to have more info regarding, to confirm, like the specs and everything and the launch date, but we will see how it goes. We got NVidia stuff. I think I mentioned this one. I mentioned this one a few days ago. The MSI was supposedly to launch a new SKU from 36 Ti series, and basically I think they had to unlaunch because NVIDIA will not let them, even though it's only like China market stuff. But yeah, not no. NVIDIA didn't like this one, so this demonstrates they have a lot of GPUs in stock, because another SKU, after 2 or 3 years now since this GPU has launched, it's another thing that only tells they are trying to squeeze the max amount of money out of you. And regarding that, they, of course, this has been quite a while now that they are the fact that the 4070 and the rest of the lineup of the 40 series is not selling that well, they, instead of lowering the GPU prices, they are going to halt production. And the 4070, I think they will hold production for 2 weeks, so they don't have excess inventory, instead of lowering the GPUs. But discontinuing like it is, because they are crappy value, especially the 4070 and the Ti also. 4080 is too much, and the 4090, it is what it is. They will have to lower the prices to be competitive. I just hope that AMD launches the mid-range, and also the 7900 XT lowers a little bit more. I think a good price at the moment should be around $700, not 775, 700 flat. But I think for the performance that this GPU has, 650, 665 give or take, and then the other ones at least with $100 separation of them. I think the 7800 XC should be around 550, 600 give or take. The 77 around around 400 kind of thing, and of course the 7600 XC should be around 250 maximum, because it's the lower end. We need lower end GPUs, cheap ones. So because it's the main market and people and 1080p, it's still very good resolution to play with. But yeah, we will see how it goes. They are really trying to squeeze out everything out of us. Regarding Arc, this is GPU bonanza today. Sparkle, it was like a GPU manufacturer that stopped manufacturing for a few years. Now they are manufacturing for Intel Arc. They have the free SKUs. And yeah, basically it's the normal thing. I don't think they are making the 16 gigabytes from the 7070, but GUNNIR launches an A750 16 gigabytes. It's the most expensive SKU, but yeah, they also have from the other ones. They have in white, which seems pretty sleek here, and they also have like the black one variant also. This is in Chinese prices here, but I think it's going around a little bit the same prices in dollars. They've been doing some promos here and there, 43% on the A380. The 77 is really good. Even the 80 gigabytes is very good at 1080p and with some ray tracing here and there. And it can meddle a little bit on 1440p, even though if you put too much higher settings, it will start, the VRAM will not be enough, especially on these recent games. But still, it's a very good option, and 1080p, like lower end, if you manage to get them around in a promotion, like $300 or less, it's a very good option, the Intel GPUs here. Now we're going for gaming. Jedi, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Reviews are up. I'm quoting on this from Fextralife. They revamped their site. It's very sleek now, very more streamlined, and I did really enjoy how they managed to go around this. And they also have already a guide, some guides here, some news of things that you, if you want to play it, if you can manage to play it, because the reviews are all in agreement. The console versions are pretty okay, no problems at all, but the PC versions, it's a lot of optimization, lacking of optimization. Even in 4090s with high-end CPUs, it's been a stutter fest here. As I mentioned previously, weeks ago, we will continue to start seeing this. Of course, optimization is part of the issue. There's been, I think, a lot of CPU bottlenecking on this game, especially because the GPUs, from what I can saw from some benchmarks and everything, it seems that the GPU is not it's not being used, and the bottleneck is on the CPU. I don't know, it needs to be optimized, but still, even though the graphics are very good, there have also been some issues on the review version. That when you go for the movies thing, it stutters and auto desyncs. But overall, the game itself, it's an improvement of the previous game. It's just the PC version again. It's molded with a lot of issues, specifically stuttering. And I don't know if the day one patch is going to solve any of this. It's going to improve the performance. But yeah, we will continue to see this. Even if the game was very well optimized, if you want to play like 4K 60, you're going to need a huge amount of VRAM because of the textures and everything. But still, it needs to be optimized. Regardless, it's two things that are in conjunction here. It's not only that the optimization is lacking, and the fact that you have a weaker GPU doesn't mean that you're going to have to optimize even more just to fit on your setting properly. To make an extra comment here, the fact that usually they are very well optimized for consoles usually means that they usually optimize for 16 gigabytes of VRAM system. That's why usually they are very streamlined on the console side. And that's why when you have different variations, especially on VRAM, it starts to get even harder. The less VRAM they have, it's more difficult to optimize for that. Usually the sweet spot now, the minimum, it's 12 gigabytes for 1080p, and I think 16 gigabytes for 1440p, and at least 20 to 24 for 4K. I think it's the bare minimum. This kind of VRAM and of course memory bus, people tend to forget a little bit more. For example, Arc GPUs have wider memory buses here. But yeah, basically this is it. Just wait to see if it is patched. If I know anything regarding the patching of this game, if it is more optimized, I will let you know. But yeah, for this game, it's very good. 8.5 from Fextralife, and I see all around the board except for the stuttering fast. It's around 8, 9, give or take. It's about this kind of scores. I saw this from Zeostorm. I followed the guy on the YouTube. He went about and I think somebody checked. I saw from him that there was some Steam database stuff that was altered, and even with some LinkedIn thing updates on one of the guy's developers. Supposedly it was since at least April 2022 that it is being worked on. The Erdtree expansion, Shadow of the Erdtree. Yeah, but we will see this only after Armored Core come out. But at least it's good to know that it's been in development. It's not being rushed, as a lot of people think that it is. I don't think that Miyazaki will let anything being rushed without being properly developed. And of course, being a game, it's always usually about balancing out a lot of stuff, I think, because of the patches that are being out here. But yeah, wait, I think we will see it by the end of the year, something regarding this expansion. I think we now have a better playable The Last of Us Part 1 on PC. The update 1.0.4 update supposedly offers CPU to GPU optimization, AMD fixes, and a lot of more stuff. As you can see, a lot of stuff has been worked on, and some things especially for AMD and of course for Steam Deck also here. Hopefully it is better. I cannot tell you it is or it isn't because I don't have the game or even the PC to run such a thing. But yeah, supposedly it's better now. And also Returnal gets kind of a boost with the DLSS 3, but for me it's not the thing here. The thing is basically it's Stutter-Free, even without DLSS, from what I can gather. And of course now DLSS free on. I don't know. This is frame generation. This is fake frames, so you get 30 extra fake frames per second. I don't know why the people just like to, especially in a game like this with the lag input and everything. I don't think it's going to be a good experience. The very precise hell bullet thing here. But yeah, now supposedly it's stutter-free, and we got some news. Alan Wake 2 in final stage of full production, and of course Max Payne 1 and 2 remake are progressing well. This is based on earnings call from the end. This is coming directly from the CEO, so everything is on track. I don't know when we can see some marketing stuff from Alan Wake 2. Supposedly it's going to launch by the end of this year. I don't know. The remakes, I think we only start to see something next year. And Control also is on the proof of concept, I think, or something on those lines. And I think that's it from Remedy. They don't have a lot of more stuff here. It's Alan Wake 2, Control, and Max Payne remakes. And I think they have also like, Condor, Project Condor, Remedy, service-based Control spin-off. I think it's a live service they are trying to make. I don't know, but there's a sequel for Control. Basically, that's it, guys. I don't have any gaming deals for today. I'm sorry about that. Tomorrow I will compensate with that, but I will wrap up with my Go Get Fund Me campaign so I can upgrade my PC to deliver better, more content for my private clients, and also start doing some video editing for them. And of course in my free spare time doing the daily news that I do, and with better quality, and of course doing some deep dives with scripted content, and resuming my gameplay series, and possibly in the near future some live streams also. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next one. So till then, Kunamy Master out.